Hello, my sexy muffins, and welcome back to another video. In this video, we are doing another Pride theme one because I did not do enough Pride theme this month. I am a disgrace to the demisexual panromantics. Anyways, this is me reading some Ace memes, some Demi memes, some panromantic memes, just covering all my bases, and I might add a few LGBTQ as well at the end. I don't know. It's pretty long, so I might have to do a separate video for that. Anyways, let's do this. Me question if I'm bi with strict guidelines on relationships or Demi that gets attached to easily. The cashier at my local supermarket. Why is this me? Oh god, this meme's in so hard. I feel called out. I feel really called out. Sure, corn is great, but have you ever self pleasured to memory of having that intellectual conversation with that aesthetically pleasing person? I have done corn and the conversation memory of self pleasuring, and both are equally satisfying to me. But sometimes it just depends on what mood I'm in for what I want to do, you know? I could read some hardcore books, or I could watch some corn pub, or I could just have that aesthetically pleasing memory. Yes. Beat me to the unmatch. Hey, wanna frick? I don't even know you. I didn't ask you to marry me. What do you need to know to frick? Gross. Do not send unsolicited wanting to frack someone because they will not appreciate it. Beat me to the unmatch. Yes, very much unmatch that person. Poor guy. He just wants to smash. But Demi and Ace don't want to smash right away. They need the connection. But Ace is just, they don't want to smash at all unless they're in the libido mood. Oh, the Demi Gorgon. The Demi Gorgon. I love that. Love this. This is perfect for Pride. Demi Gorgon. I'm actually going to use this maybe. Okay, it is saved. I do give credit to the I may not use it. I'm not gonna use it. I'm not gonna use it. Yeah. Anyways, Demi Gorgon. Demi Gorgon. Demi Gorgon. Love at first sight is born. I like it when it slowly builds up until one day you look at a person and realize they're the love of your life. Oh, that is very sweet, but I love yanderes and the whole obsession at first sight, but then slowly build up to the I actually love this person on a level and I'm not just obsessed with them is also my cup of tea too, but I'm a little weird. 1-800 come on now. Trans and Demi. You're Demi monogamous and meet someone amazing. Aww. You're both have equally high libidos and get comfortable enough to get intimate. You realize you're trans and that you're both sexually incompatible. Oh. Oh, poor Bean. I'm sorry, Muffin. You deserve better, Muffin. Bean Muffin. Bean Muffin. You deserve better. The feels. Dear parents, just because your child is smiling at their phone doesn't mean that they have a boyfriend/girlfriend. Maybe they're just looking at pictures of sustainable architecture. That is something to smile about. I'm smiling. Very good. And yeah, I read fanfics and that makes me happy. When a slasher is stabbing someone to unalive. The government made us take sex and magic off the pride flag because the asexuals were killing people with spells. And we'll do it again! Mood. Mood. Asexuals, we love you and we love your chaotic energy. Take us and take over Denmark. The war is still on! Trans women. Trans women are women. Pass it on. Okay, this is not exactly just Ace, but it's just pass it on, pass it on. I'm passing it on through this. Trans women are women, and that is fact. Asexuals after garlic bread. This is better than sex. Honestly, any food, well, not any food, but most food is better than sex. And that's coming from a demisexual who loves sex. With their partner, of course, and casual sex. I will get into what I am as a demisexual panromantic at the end of the video. Even better. Send nude. Whoops, that's garlic bread. Even better. You know what? That is even better. I have to agree with that. Send me the pictures of all this sexy garlic bread. So hot and delicious. I'm panromantic demisexual. I was excited to wear the flag on my nails. That I was so excited that I messed up the order of the colors, but I wanted to show them off. The order's a bit mixed up, but I look amazing. The yellow and blue are just mixed up, but it's not bad. It's not bad. I still love it. The pan romantic. These are the pan romantic and proud for the panromantic demisexual. I feel I would love these nails, but I do not have the patience or the nail width to do that. Like, my nails are very thin and baby-like, even though I'm 20-something years old. Anyways, good for you. Love the nails. Beautiful. Mwah. Chef's kiss. Flat girls, man boobs. My pan self. This is basically me. I love anyone of any body shape or type. Just panromantic. I don't see body. I just see your personality. And if you have a great personality, I love ya. Again, I will get that in the video. Pansexual or panromantic. Does that mean you're no smack? So sick of this. Yeah, when I first thought I was pansexual before I most recently figured out I was panromantic, I was so sick and tired of people asking me, well, does that mean you like pans? No, stop. It's a good joke sometimes, but you're asked so many times, and it's just to be mean at some point. You want to smack them with a pan. I'm interested in see what everyone's sexual attractions are. I'm panromantic, and a lot of them were Ace or other, which I'm going to say Demi is either this one or this one. And sometimes people say Demi is part of the Ace community because of, what is it called? It being under the umbrella of the Ace, so that's very good. Or other / results. So, anyways, love it, love it, love it, love it. Anyways, now on to story time. I first figured out, I'm going to give you the highlights because it's a long story. Just the highlight reel, which may be long as well. So I apologize if this is long. Okay, so first, I didn't know what sexuality was. I thought everyone just liked anyone, and that was it. I ended up liking girls a lot on TV shows and stuff. I thought they were just really pretty and thought about kissing them and such. But I didn't want to do anything past, like, chase kiss. Like, kissing the tongue is bleh. Even today, I don't do it. Even with my partner, it just gives me the heebie-jeebies. And so, the whole thing of that, I thought I was a lesbian or bi. So I settled on bi because I thought I still like guys. But then my sister comes and gives me the whole spiel of you can't be bi because it's a gateway to being gay, and if you're bi, you're going to be gay. Basically saying, just say you're straight so you don't end up gay. Horrible, really. And my mom just let this happen, but she didn't know because she never had to deal with this, and she's now in her 60s, was like at 40 at the time, 40s, 50s. Yeah, so it was rough. So and she was raised Catholic Jewish, so very strict religions on this, especially the Catholicism. Anyways, so my sister brings me on a Jesus ride, which is basically a 3 hour ride of preaching the Bible at me, saying how God hates gays. Yeah, that made me feel great. So I ended up saying, well, if God hates gays, then I don't want to be a Christian or Catholic or anything that sees God as a person. So I started to study other religions, went through a few studying to figure out what was me, but I did end up back on Christianity. We'll get to that in a sec. But in that time, I thought, well, I'm a lesbian because I like girls more, and this is when I was dealing with some very triggering PTSD of repressed memories of adult abuse when I was a child, and it was bad. It was really bad. Anyways, I ended up just not liking guys as much because of traumatic stress. I didn't want to be alone with a guy. Anyways, fast forward on to high school when I'm 18, I'm senior, etc. I meet someone in the gay straight alliance because it was my first year. I was finally confident enough to join and felt good enough about it. And there's a kid that says pansexual, and I'm like, well, what's pansexual? And they tell me about it. It's basically just like anyone's for any gender if they're trans or bi or whatever. I know gender, not bi, but you know what I mean. Basically, you just like the person for the person. That's why I always described it as. But during that time, it was way back in the early 2000s, like 2007 at latest. And it was basically 2000, 2008, 2007, 2008 is where it was like, if you're pan, that means you, because there was the separation at the time that bisexuals only liked boys and girls, but genetically born that way, which is wrong. The definition has been broadened, obviously, and that pansexuals liked anyone that was transitioned or genetic born right. This was before the whole non-binary really blew up and the whole definitions of that. Those were the definitions that I went on by because that's what people have told me, and that's what I assumed. Obviously, it's wrong nowadays. I'll get to the difference of between bisexual and pan, but basically, it is the difference between that didn't matter to me because I thought that's what it was, but it didn't matter because I like people for people. I like them on their personalities. That's what I went on. And then yada yada yada. End up being thinking I'm pansexual until just this year recently, like December, January type things. And I started questioning my sexuality again because I was learning more about it. I finally, just this year in 2022, figured out what Demi and Ace are. And a couple years ago, figured out what gender fluid are, like 2020. So I've been broadening in my knowledge and learning more about the community. And so no, I didn't decide, but I settled on, not settled, well, I figured out that I was panromantic demisexual because I'm romantically interested. I'm a romantic at heart. I love that whole fairy tale, true love, kisses and everything, but not love at first sight because that's a little weird. I love this obsession at first sight in fiction, because the yanderes are hot, but only in fiction. I wouldn't want that in real life. Like, ew. Anyways, the whole idea of being in love was appealing to me and romantic, and is still appealing to me. But I don't get the sexual attraction. Now, this is where it gets a little complicated. I am demisexual, but I like casual sex because it's like that meme from, um, what is it called? Let me look it up. One sec. Do 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 do. Okay, it's where basically it's the Friends with Benefits movie, and they said sex is like playing tennis. Let's play tennis. Of course, there was sexual attraction for them, but for me, that's what sex is when I'm not sexually attracted to someone. It's literally like a sport or a way to give someone else affection, but not attraction. I can not be sexually attracted to someone and still have sex and get mental orgasms and emotional gratification, and sometimes even a physical orgasm if my libido is high enough and I'm in a horny mood. I can do that. Totally. Easy. Easy peasy. But I'm not sexually attracted to them. And this, of course, goes to the thing that are you really Demi or are you just picky? Well, no, I am Demi. Demisexuals and asexuals are there's a wide range of us, and there's so many other subcategories of Demi and Ace that are of the Ace umbrella that is out there. So so basically, I figured out, oh yeah, I'm definitely Demi because, but the wide spectrum is that there are sex repulse asexuals and demisexuals that want nothing to do with sex. There's that extreme. Then there's the hypersexual sex addicts and ones that really, really, really enjoy sex, the physical act, because it gets them off and they have such high libidos and such that love it and love casual sex but aren't attracted at all or somewhat attracted, or because demisexual and asexual are basically lack of sexual attraction. So on the spectrum, you can still have a small amount of sexual attraction, but it's just like a mood. It comes in waves. Some waves are different. Some are sex repulsed. Some are get those moods more frequently, but they go away, and they're not always there for the same person. It can go from various person, and you can have casual sex that way. And that's and then there's stuff in the middle where you meet middle ground for whatever you are. I'm more on the hypersexual, high libido, casual sex end. I have a partner who they are on the asexual, sexually repulsed, but still have sex with their partner because we're in a poly relationship. We do our mainly for me and them. We do emotional and mental gratification with each other online because that's how we met. And yes, their partner has approved of this relationship for us to be considered a couple, an online couple specifically, and we plan to meet sometime in the future. But we're not going to do sexual stuff. I mean, we're both sexually attracted to each other, but we know not to cross that line, and we are fine with that. That's how we roll. I mean, I would still bang her if I got the opportunity, but I'm not going to step on her other partner's toes because he also values her and he may not be into it. I'm respectful of that. I'm happy with the relationship I have. Anyways, but they, with their partner, they do have the naughties with. Sometimes he's in the mood because he's a regular guy that has a high libido and they get sexual gratification from having sex with them. Not sexual, sorry, not sexual, mental gratification because it's their partner and they are providing for their partner. That's the thing. Ace, I cannot be clearer than this. Ace, Demis, and anyone in the Ace category can enjoy the physical act of sex, can choose to have sex. Not all of us are sex repulsed. Not all of us think sex is gross. Not all of us choose not to have sex because it's a choice. Sex is a physical act. There are lesbians, gays, straights, etc., who all have sex because they're just horny, you know? And that's fine. They're not sexually attracted to this person, but they just want to get off. And that's where Ace and Demi get such a hard stitch of, oh, we're just all sex repulsed until we either meet the right one or just in general. Stop that stigma. Yes, some Ace and Demis are sex repulsed. That's fine. But there's a good amount that are horny as frick. A lot of my friends are Ace and Demi categories, and they're horny as frick, but either do deal with their horniness through role plays and fan fictions and such. Because I'm a Demi that can't get attracted to a real life person. I only can get really attracted to fictional characters, but if they were real in real life, I'd be like, no, don't touch me. So that's why I don't like have an actor or an actress crush, but I have fictional characters, particularly animated characters. I love like animes, cartoons, game characters, etc. Those characters really get me. Woo woo. But if they were in real life characters, I'd be like, no, thank you, because that is what I am as a demisexual. I in fantasy and fiction, and this is a lot of demisexuals that do it. In fantasy and fiction, and in our head, we can even have possibly have a celebrity crush. But if we actually met them in real life, and that celebrity crush was interested in us, we would be like, nope, hard left, hard left, hard left, because we would not want anything sexually to do with them unless we were in one of our rare moods, and it would be frivolous, possibly, if anything happened, frivolous, unless there was like an instant connection, which happens with Demi sometimes, where they feel romantically connected. Now, let's do aromantic real quick before I sign off. Aromantic is basically you're not romantically attached. You can still be sexually attracted and without romantic interest, which is fine and great. Do them. And you can also be aromantic and asexual, or aromantic and demisexual. There's these whole things that it's such a wide spectrum for the romantics and aromantics, demi-romantics, demisexual, asexual, and all the subcategories in Ace umbrella spectrum that you can't tell someone that they're not who they feel they are unless they don't know what the topic is and they are like, oh, this might fit you better, and if they realize it fits them better, they are what they say they are, what fits them best. I'm gonna probably stick with panromantic, demisexual for the rest of my life, unless do definitions that slightly fit me better, but this feels like the real me, like I'm being my most authentic self this way. And I'm my gender, if anyone questions, I'm just meh. I know it's not a gender identity, but I really don't care. If you want to wear a dress or a skirt, do it. I'm more comfortable in boy clothes, but I also have female clothes and have moods where I'm like very feminine. But it's not as like gender fluid. I still see myself as a female that is, even when I'm in guy clothes and short haircut and all that, I'm not butch or anything, but I just am what I am. And yeah, but I do identify as a female girl, and gender to me, clothes don't have gender. I can wear a dress. I wear mostly guy shorts. Literally, most of my shorts are guy shorts. Like, I have 3 female shorts, like 7 guy shorts. And I have sweatpants for days. But a few leggings as well, and guy jeans, and a girl jeans. And all my tops are guy tops, except for a few classy feminine ones, which I use rarely. And I have a few dresses. I have a wide range of clothes. I have heels. I have work boots. I have tennis shoes. I have flats. I have a wide range in my closet: skirts, jeans, leggings, etc. But I'm just meh. Some days I feel like whatever I wear is what I wear. And that's how it should be. That clothes shouldn't have a gender. You should just wear what makes you comfortable. And if you want to be a man with hairy legs and hairy chest and rock a skirt and a floral top, go for it. You want to be a girl that's wearing guy cut off shorts and a white beater, do it. Whatever makes you comfortable. That's all I care. I'm literally about, as long as you're not hurting anyone or do anything with a minor, or basically just being hateful, or just any of that stuff. If you're not doing any of that stuff and you're just living who you are as a furry, or as someone who likes a certain sexuality, or someone who, hell, if you want to do something with I can't say that on YouTube, but anyways, I'm very supportive, because just do what you love as long as it's not hurting anyone. You're both consenting adults, and you're basically not being hateful or rude to others. Then I don't care what you do. You can do anything you want as long as that's okay. And if you're not hurting an animal, obviously. Basically, don't hurt anyone, don't be hateful, and just do what makes you happy. Anyways, I hope y'all enjoyed this video, because I don't care what you do in your life as long as you're not hurting, hateful, or being unconsenting adults. I don't care. Anyways, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. And stay sexy, all my sexy muffins.